My boyfriend and I have been together for 2 years. We have been through so much together. We live in a college town, so there is a large plethora of bars constantly filled. After his 21st birthday, he started going to the bars, which I was uneasy about to begin with. About a month after his 21st birthday, I found out he had been cheating on me. We took a break for a while. We ended up getting back together. I messed up too. Not everyone is perfect. So we accepted each other's apologies. It was after getting back together after he previously cheated. I was doing my girly FBI search as a girl does. I came across a girl that was all over his social media. I will call her Kat for privacy reasons. It was too flirtatious to be just a girl on the internet. He ended up saying it was nothing. Weeks passed by and he's still texting Kat. I obviously flipped out, so it shows me him blocking her. More weeks pass and him scrolling through my timeline come across a post of them publicly flirting. I ended up texting her. They met at the bars and have been talking since. It sounded pretty serious. I was stupid and forgave him. I was extremely uncomfortable with him going to the bars at this point. I made him aware of my feelings. I don't want to be the controlling, toxic girlfriend. More weeks go by and it would be at the bars every single weekend. Weekends is the only time we can normally see each other because I work 2 jobs at this point. He was choosing the bars over seeing me. More time goes by. It was late at night. We were at his house and he was asleep. I ended up reaching for his phone. I think I was trying to read the time or something. There was many calls and texts from people. So I tried a password and it opened. I usually go on and Snapchat some of his friends back or answer their calls and tell them he is asleep and he will talk to them in the morning. All these texts, calls and Snapchats were from unusual numbers. People I've never heard of or seen before, so I did more snooping. All of the girls on Snapchat sent him provocative pictures. All the numbers he was texting were girls that you guessed he met at the bars. So there were so many girls and so many messages. I sent myself the numbers, snaps and screenshots of the ones that looked like they were seriously talking. Going out was something he did every weekend. So only God knows how many more girls there were. I told him if he was ever to go out again, I would leave him immediately. Every time I would mention it, he says I cheated too. For context, I cheated. One time I was messaging a boy from a different city who had mutual friends with me. We never met up, but it was enough flirting for me to hide it from him. So that's what we both consider cheating. Kind of like a first level of cheating. He now insists that he is not cheating anymore, but changed his phone's password. Although I do not blame him because going through his phone is not something we would love to do in our relationship. He also no longer goes to the bar, but continues to make jokes about going out to make me upset or mad or jealous. I'm not sure what one he is expecting. He doesn't like my decision, but he still listens to my wishes, which I respect. I recently got a job on campus right next to the bars. I told him he can only go out if I'm working, since I work night shifts and he would be able to come see me, or I could go see him if I took a break. But he won't go out now. He made such a big deal when I told him I'm not okay with him going out since he continued to prove my suspicions right. I feel pretty reasonable, but it makes me feel like I'm controlling, and I know a lot of people will say to just break up with him because what is a relationship with no trust? But he is the first man I have been in a serious relationship with and the first man I have ever loved, and I don't see me leaving him in my current path of life. What can I do?